So what's the hardest thing you think you got to deal with being out here?
The hardest thing is saying no to drugs. I don't know how to say no. When a when a brother passed by me, all white person passed by me and say, I got that good, I got what you like, I tend to go in my pocket and go and give some cash for it. It's hard for me to keep my money in my pocket when someone come by with that product that I like. So I feel like if I go ahead and do it the way you told me, pray to God, ask God to save my soul and get into rehab, I feel like I could change all those bad ways about myself.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Philadelphia and welcome to another video bringing you the real life stories of so many that are dealing with homelessness and living on the streets. According to the Philadelphia Office of Homeless Services, 18% of the city's population is unsheltered and living in places unsuitable for human habitation. Today, I bring you the shocking story of Fred.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rico the Trainer, and today I'm here with
Frederick.
I'm here with Fred
from Alabama.
Fred, how you feeling today, man?
Well, I feel alright. It's just that being out here in the streets, and it's like being in a whole nother new territory because I'm from Alabama. I really don't know no one here. As a matter of fact, I don't know no one here. I mean, I have family here, but I don't know exactly where they live at because I haven't seen them in so long. Come up here on the Greyhound bus, you know. Ever since I got out of prison in 2014, I just been on the streets, doing drugs, smoking, you know, getting high. I figured that I change my environment, get on the Greyhound bus and come up north, the northeast, and I made it my way to Pennsylvania.
What made you choose Philadelphia?
Because I figured that they could do more for a homeless black guy other than being down south, because we don't get the type of government aid that they offer me here. They've been treating me with so much love since I've been here, with food, clothing. You know, the people here, they care about the homeless on the street. But I can't say the same example for Alabama. They let us go without food, day in, day out. So I'm here now and I like Philly.
How long you been in Philly?
Well, off and on. I just recently moved back from, because like I said, I've been on my journey with traveling since 2014. I'm like a gypsy. I may be at West Coast, the Midwest, you know, different days. So however, like I said, recently, I have just relocated from New York by Amtrak train. I have family there, so I decided to come to Philly because I heard so much about what they have to offer. They help me get off drugs and help me, you know, get my life together. So I've been to several other states before I came to Pennsylvania. But like I said, I've been here off and on for about 2 years.
Okay, and have you used any of the resources here in Philly?
Well, I have not really had myself sober enough, which drugs free enough to focus on where the tests are. They put a test in front of me that they can help me rehabilitate myself with getting a job, a studio apartment, a housing complex, housing resources. Is that I haven't really been sincere to keep the drug habit. So mainly my everyday routine is just getting high. But I have been, you know, going there, bathing, showering, getting clothes, eating the 3 meals a day they have the offer, brother. But other than just be staying at one spot, I haven't been able to stay here in a one spot long enough for them to give me exactly what I really need. So.
And you said you stay in a shelter, correct?
Yes. When I say I stays in the shelter, I may stay there for like 2 days and then I'm back in the streets getting high. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, I'm at the shelter permanent, because it's not no permanent thing with me. Because I feel like when I need that urge to go out and get high, I'm going to go and I'm going to be gone for like 7 days. And after I feel like I ran out of money, I go back to the homeless shelter, rest up, eat, shower, and then I may just go back in the streets and get high again. Right now, I haven't really made up my mind to really accept the help that they wanted to give me. I can't explain it no more than that.
How is it being in the shelter?
I think it's good. It's good for you because it's clean, it's safe. It's just that it's hard to help a person like me when I'm stuck on drugs. That's all I can say. I like it, but it's a lot. I feel at home when I'm there. But the longest I've stayed in the shelter here like 2 or 3 days. And then I up and go and I'll be in the streets for about 2 weeks. So
Okay. And do you have any family or friends here in Philly?
Yes, I have long distance cousins here, fourth and third cousins that live here, but I haven't yet had a chance to find out where exactly they live. But they're on my grandparents' side, and unfortunately, I haven't been successful enough to find out where they live. I haven't seen my cousins since the '80s, so like I said, I don't know, but I know they here. But however, I have met some friends here, some other homeless guys that going through the same problem with being strung out on drugs and getting high and whatnot. And they like the shelter. They stay in the shelter also because they told me, they said, ma'am, you need a hot meal, a hot shower. You can go to this location for men, so you can go to the Hub for Hope. They'll help you get yourself clean up. Or you could go to, the north side, any of the intakes facility that see homeless people laying out on the streets or eating out of trash cans. He said, I ain't got to do none of that no more. He said, come with him. He could show me where all the resources at to help people like me get off drugs and stay clean. He said, anytime I need to wash my clothes, they got hours that you can wash your clothes, and they got places that give you free health care and get your teeth clean and all that type of stuff, and get you whatever you need in life to survive.
Okay. And let's talk about how did you initially become homeless?
Yeah, that's another long story. That go back to '94. Mother was alcoholic, and she was on the street. She was a drunk, and my daddy, he was an alcoholic, and he was abusive, and he pretty much left us. We left us, and he went to his other woman on the other side of town. My mother raised 12 kids by herself, and she was on government aid in Alabama, and she was an alcoholic, and she just gave up on raising the rest of the kids, and she just ran away. And we went to foster homes, and from foster home, I ran away from the foster home, started smoking drugs, which is cocaine, and then this thing I know, I ended up getting locked up for petty theft, and that's just how I become homeless. And I've been doing drugs ever since '94 all the way to 2023. So right now, I just need help to get off drugs.
Assuming you came home from prison with nowhere to stay.
I came home with an option that I could go and check into the Alabama rescue mission for men, or the Salvation Army for men. So it was somewhere I could go and re-enter society. And I did go to a couple of the homeless shelters in Alabama, but like I said, I wanted to have fun. I wasn't ready to get help there.
Okay.
I think I'm ready here though. If I really just make a good effort, I believe I could be successful here in the state of Pennsylvania. But answer your question, I have received some help in Alabama, but it wasn't nothing compared to what they do up here. It was like I was on a waiting list in Alabama. I couldn't get my food stamp started unless I be on the wait list for like a month. I couldn't get no public housing, unless I get on the waiting list for about 2 years. I couldn't even get no clothing, fresh clothes to wear, clean clothes, unless it was a certain date or some week. But here I could get that like every day, clothing and free clothing and, a bed to sleep and stuff like that.
Do you have any kids or anybody else you feel you need to live for?
Well, right now I have no kids. I have no children. I have no fiance or whatnot. I mean, I had a girlfriend before, but that didn't last long because she was doing the same thing I am doing now, which want to get high and live like a junkie. So that relationship was not working. So right now I'm single, but kids, no. But I would like to have kids one day when I get myself off drugs and be able to live like a normal man. So kids, I'm not fortunate enough to try to raise a child with the mind state I am. I got to get my mind and artists together before I have children.
Okay, and being in a situation like this, do you often think about your future?
Of course, I feel like if I could just stop being homeless, if I could just stop smoking drugs, I believe I could have a house, a car. I believe I could have pretty much everybody that middle class workers could have that don't live like people on the street. I feel like I could have my own business, whatnot. But right now, I don't have none of that because I haven't been putting a effort towards getting it. But I feel like if I don't change and continue to live like I am, I either could catch AIDS or from doing drugs or whatnot, just having sex with any woman or whatnot, whatever come to mind. I feel like if I don't change my ways, I could get, in a bad situation, may end up dead or laying up in a hospital. Right now, I'm in good health, so I feel like I really need to check myself into rehab and just, go that'll be step one with me, kicking the habit with smoking.
Okay, speaking of ending up dead, where do you see your lifespan in this situation with the drugs and living the way you're living now?
Well, that's kind of unpredictable to answer, but I feel like a person that lived their life like me, unfortunately, I've been doing it for quite a long while. You got to keep in mind, I've been doing what I've been doing for over 20 some years, over 30, almost over 30 years. I guess my time just haven't came yet. I guess God, God is over watching me. God got my soul and it's in His hand. But the normal lifespan with a person living the way I am, it depends on how long they've been using and how long they've been a junkie. And I feel like I have been a smart guy with being a junkie too, because I haven't crossed that line yet for a person to put me in my own grave or for the judge even to throw away the key. I believe I have been playing my cards in so many ways to the, just in line that I haven't violated to that extreme that I will be, terminated. I feel like God made it work. I still have chances. It's more chances that He given me to get myself straight, but I feel like chances do run out for people like me. And I just can't predict when I will expire, because no one knows when they're gonna expire. But I know I'm on a high risk. I'm a high risk person to anything happening to me in a violent way.
Absolutely. And do you feel like, or do you know that you have any mental health issues?
Yes, I do have a mental health issue. I suffer from like bipolar stress because, like I said, I lost my father, my mother when I was like 14. They ran away from home. They was in the streets doing, getting high or whatnot, being an alcohol. I went to a foster home when I was little, and my foster parent, they abused me when I was little. Like my foster mom husband used to pretty much, violate me. It was kind of cruel. I used to get beatings and, so I had some bad experience with being a child. So I kind of find it hard to accept that things that happen to me that should not have happened as an adult. Right now I'm an adult, but I understand I got to learn to forgive and move on with my life. But right now I just find it very hard to forgive people who have violated me, and that's one of the reasons why I do drugs. I feel like drugs kind of blocks out all the negative things that have happened to me. That's why I do drugs, to keep myself numb to reality. I'm not ready to face reality. I feel like I'm not ready to do it right now. But I mean, I'm ready to do it, but I feel like it'll be so much coming my way at one time that I won't be able to handle it. Such as the childhood, being abused when I was a kid by my foster parents or whatnot. My parents leaving me when I was young. I would like to tell my mama one day I forgive her, and I want to ask her a question: why did you leave us home all alone? Why did you leave us? It's just like she wasn't showing me love, but I knew she loved me. She just was caught up in that lifestyle. So I don't know, man.
I do thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people, they look at the situation and they just see somebody doing drugs and think that they don't want help.
Right.
But they don't understand that
person
they're trying to cope with traumas and things that have happened during their lifespan. So, it's good that you shared that, just to give somebody some insight, understanding that you didn't really choose this life. It's just the cards you were dealt, and you're just trying to cope with the life that you've been living.
Right.
All right. So, Fred, what do you think is needed to help live the life that you would like?
I think I should go ahead and accept the program that they once offered me here in Philadelphia, which is a program for people that's on drugs, that smoke crack or weed or do alcohol. They was telling me they got these AA meetings and these 12-step meetings that I could take, alcohol anonymous or drugs, substance abuse classes. I feel like I need to go through that program before anything else could be really done to rescue me from the streets. I feel like if I go through that 12-step program or whatnot, with last 30 days for trying to get myself detoxed out, and learn how to live without doing drugs, I feel like I could think better and I could make better decisions. Right now, I don't see myself moving no further than where I'm is until I decide to go ahead and check myself into a rehab. So that's all I can say about that. I don't think nothing should come before that. With a person like me on the streets doing drugs, the only offer anybody should have for people like me, let me take you to a detox facility and a drug program, and we'll go from there. I feel a whole lot better with walking away from you right now. Since we had the interview, that it's a chance that I live and not die here on the streets. That's the way I feel about your interview when we had.
I know this video may come with a lot of judgment because people like Fred seem to choose getting high above all their other priorities. I totally understand those sentiments, but I also feel that these are the people that may need my help the most. I try not to judge, and I just try to give hope and encouragement to all the people God sends my way. My mission is to change as many lives as possible, so I will continue to give a voice to the voiceless no matter what the circumstances. Thanks for your support. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2 with Fred.